This video is all about me. Yes, my story and why and how I started using Kartra. You may not learn a new strategy or something technical today, but I trust it will inspire you to take action. Still here? Thank you so much for taking the time. I have been building profitable sales funnels in Kartra for me and my clients since 2018. And today I want to tell you my story and how it all started. First, let me tell you how I discovered Kartra. So it was back in 2018. My wife was trying this new online business idea. We were new to this world. And she was part of a mastermind where somebody told her that there is this tool, this amazing tool called Kartra, which can help you with your online business. So I did the research, I took a look at it, and I really liked it. It's like, okay, it was amazing. It had a bunch of features which I liked. Like it did a lot of things automatically. It was an all-in-one together. Like you didn't need to have integrations or separate things or pay for different systems. So I really like the idea. So I said, yeah, this looks good. Let's try this. And we started using it for her business at the beginning. Then I tried my own business. So I said, well, this sounds so good. It looks easy to do. So why don't I try something? And I did. I tried to run my business at that time, and it didn't work. Like at all, it didn't work. I tried to sell something that people didn't want to buy. It's just like I thought it was a good idea, but nothing. Basically, I sold zero, nothing at all. But I love the idea of how Kartra worked. I created this amazing funnel. It was super automated and it had a bunch of features, but it just didn't work. So then what I really loved about Kartra is the ability to do many things automatically as long as you tell it what to do. So I'm an engineer by profession, and I've been working in the automation world for more than 20 something years. So I love systems and I love how things work in a process or how things can do what you tell them to do. And Carter gave me that opportunity. Like I could tell if someone do this, then do something else. If someone doesn't do this, then do something different. And it's like a lot of flexibility. Like some people find it complicated or too complex or too overwhelming, when for me it was paradise. It's like, okay, this is like a playground for someone who loves who is a control freak like me. Like I love being in control. I love knowing what is going to happen when something happens. And it was awesome. Like for me it was awesome. But then I realized that there were people who were struggling to use Kartra because they found it complicated. They found it hard to manipulate. And I said, well, that's strange. I like it. It's easy for me. And there are people who find it difficult. And then I realized there were people willing to pay for someone to do their Kartra system. It's like, okay, there may be an opportunity here, something better than I tried before. And that is how we built funnels started. So we created a company, an agency where we started to build funnels for people in Kartra. So it obviously, as any other business at the beginning, it was hard to find clients. Like how do you find clients when you are first starting out? And in our case, it all started with my wife. Again, she was part of this mastermind, and there were people there who knew about the tool. And one of them became my first client. So she came referred by my wife. So obviously, there was this trust factor already built in, but she was my first client. So we built her funnel in Kartra, and that is how it started. Like she was the first one, then I was getting in touch with more people, and I was getting more people referred by this first client, and I was started to know more people who new Kartra but didn't want to either take the time to learn, or they didn't have the time to invest in creating their own funnels, and they came to us and let us do the work for them. So that is how the business started to grow. And here we are a few years after. We're still doing this. We love it, and we are grateful that we have this opportunity for sure. And this is how our business started. Now, I remember last year I was part of an event called The Marketer's Heart. It was Disney in the United States, and I was a guest speaker over there. And one of the things that I did, it didn't have anything to do with my talk, but I wanted to tell people about what a successful business is, at least to me. And what I shared there, and I want to share here also, is that it depends. It depends on you. Like, you shouldn't be listening to what other people are saying what a successful business is. You should be listening to you and to what it is for you, and not to anyone else. Like, for me, is being able to spend more time with my family. Like, it may be counterintuitive for some people, but we appreciate time more than money nowadays. Like, my wife and I, we both were in the corporate world. We both were happy there. We didn't hate our 9 to 5 or something like that. We were making decent money over there. But then when our son was born, we decided to make a switch. We decided to shift and try to do this online business idea where we may have more time, because we don't need to go to an office. We don't need to report to a manager or something like that. Obviously, it came with the running your own business difficulties, because it's not easy. Obviously, running your own business, you need to make the sales, you need to make the marketing, you need to do everything yourself. But it's worth it, at least for us. We decide how and when we do things, and that is success for us. Like, we make enough money. We are not millionaires. We don't make money, not even close to what we used to make as engineers, but that's okay. That's our decision. That's what we feel is success. And I got this t-shirt for Father's Day, the last Father's Day, and I'm happy about it. Like, we spend time together as much as we can. We go outside every time we can, and we don't need to wait for the weekend to go to a playground, or we don't need to go for a weekend to go to a lake where it's super busy. We go anytime, any day, when it's quieter, when it's less busy, when we want to go. The weather is nice. Okay, let's go. Same thing for work. Like, okay, we are super busy. We need to work. Okay, we focus on working. But it allows us that flexibility. It allows us to work when we want, with we want, and spend the time more, our time more wisely, in a way that we want. So same thing for you. And it's your time, it's your business, it's your decision. So you decide what is success for you. Don't let anybody else tell you something different. So now I guess my question to you is, what is your story? Are you willing to share? Let me know in the comments. I love to learn more about you and what you do, and what is a successful business for you. Well, anyhow, if you're curious about Kartra, watch this video about Kartra pricing, so you know exactly how much it would cost you. It includes a way to get a 30-day trial for just $1. You can do whatever you want. With that $1, you get access to all the features that Kartra has, so you have plenty of time to test it out. Link is in the description below if you want to take a look. Thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.